So this one's kind of interesting. Exposing Billie Eilish of queerbaiting, a must-necessary thread. So for those of you who don't know queerbaiting, what that means, it's basically when celebrities or people with notoriety pretend to be LGBTQ or gay to sell more concert tickets or t-shirts to people who are gay and LGBTQ. It's kind of become very popular, and it's so interesting how it's actually been this way forever. You know, back in 2004, you'd be bullied for pretending to be gay, and in 2024, you can still be bullied for pretending to be gay, but because you're not actually gay. You know, it's so interesting how this goes full circle. Very fascinating stuff. Now, Billie Eilish is someone who I don't, listen to her music, but she has one song that got remixed that I kind of like, so it kind of made me look past all the comments she's made about how ugly men deserve very little and all that kind of stuff, even though it was pretty distasteful, and reading that was kind of tough.
Why is every pretty girl with a horrible looking man? I don't understand. Listen, I'm not shaming people for their looks, but I am though. You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Because they got a hot girl, they can be horrible. Like, you're still ugly.
But then society decided that the summer of 2024 was the summer for rodent-looking men, so I kind of figured that whatever she may have put out in the world to shit on ugly men was kind of undone by the fact that the rodent male summer was a thing, If you had, like, squirrelish features as a man, it was kind of seen as very attractive for a few months, so whatever she ended up saying didn't work. But anyway, this thread might give you a stroke. Let's just read this right here. So keep in mind, this is all accusing her of queerbaiting, right? Now, first things first, right? Let's talk about this. So, like, let's say she's not gay or LGBTQ and they think she's pretending to be. Because at the end of the day, you either like her product or you don't. You either enjoy her music or you don't. If you enjoy her music and then, it turns out she's queerbaiting, is that like taking away her playlist spot? Is that, removing one of her songs from your likes? That just seems like too much work, especially if the song is good. Like, I'm one of those people where I kind of just genuinely don't care what the artists that I listen to do if their music is good enough. And it's kind of maybe a flaw of mine, but I know it's not just me because I go on Instagram and I'm seeing all my friends post their Spotify Wrapped, and I'm seeing Drake, I'm seeing Kanye. It's like, we're not gonna pretend like these people don't have heavily problematic aspects to them. Certainly far more controversial than the act of fucking queerbaiting. So seeing this thing, it's exposing her of queerbaiting, it's like, what's the end result here, What happens with this information, even if it is true? And last thing before I get into this, I think it's worth noting that by me looking at this in the video, I'm not trying to give it the time of day. If you see something like this normally, just scroll past it. Don't try to, like, argue with this sort of shit. I'm doing it because it's kind of my job, so I think I get a pass, but yeah. The more attention you give these people, like, with interacting with it, the more they're incentivized to cook up some crazy shit. First of all, let's start with Billie's full dating history that is known to the public. Billie has dated XXXTentacion, rapper Brendan Quinn Adams, Matthew Tyler Vorse, and Jesse Rutherford from The Neighborhood, all men. Okay, first of all, I am almost 99% sure this photo is fake. I don't even think this is real. Yeah, see, someone in the replies got me right. Look at this. X and Billie never even met in real life. And it's like, that's the photo they put X in, and that's him kissing someone else. This is literally fucking fake. Okay, so it's all men, and I want to just say, there's actually nothing more bisexual as a woman than only dating men. That's actually the trademark bisexual trait, is only dating men. I think I've seen more straight girls kiss women than bisexual girls kiss women, This is just as classic as it gets. There's nothing more classic than a girl claiming to be bisexual, only dating men who have colored hair or dress like they live in New York City and all these sort of traits, That's what bisexual girls mean when they're bisexual. It doesn't mean they want to date women. It means they want to date men, who dress like high fashion, but are indicating with the way that they dress that they are sympathetic toward feminism and Joji, these sort of things, It doesn't actually mean they want to date women. So Billie Eilish, when she's only dating men, but it's this sort of men, she's actually doing her job as a bisexual woman. Okay, people are not gonna understand that I'm joking. I'm fucking kidding, okay? But I'm also not kidding. I mean, this is a very real type of bisexual woman where it's the binos, okay? The bis in name only. A lot of binos, man. What can you do? And it's crazy because, these binos, they'll go on Tinder and they'll only be looking for men, or they'll go on Bumble only looking for men, and it's like, damn. Because there are actual bisexual women who want to date women, and they are so fucking robbed of using that bisexuality as some sort of leverage in a conversation, because every other fucking girl is using that at the same time when it needs to be used. Like, you know, if a girl gets caught up using a fucking, like, the F slur or something, and she wants something to defend herself with, well, hey, she's bi now. She's bi in name only, man. You can't come after her for that. But anyway, yeah, this is insane, because one of these is fake. The rest of these, don't know if they're real or not. I mean, these look pretty legit, but I don't know. I mean, these men, they fit the type of the bisexual girl's dating preference. After dating men her whole life, she goes to magazines and lies, saying she's loved women for her whole life, yet when we look at her dating history, she's never dated any women. Every time Billie is asked about the topic, she gets defensive, saying it's things I want to keep private. Wow. That is fucking disgusting of her, that she wants to keep her private life private. You know, it's just like, why are celebrities not more willing to give parasocial freaks on Twitter the fodder they need to be delusional, right? Like, why would Billie want people to know less about her very private life? Because if I'm Billie Eilish, I'm thinking like, yeah, I have these psychopaths who are studying everything I do every waking moment because they're obsessed and addicted to me and my brand. Why am I not telling them every small detail of my life and making this, you know, relationship as toxic as possible? Also, I love the fact that she says, you know, Billie's getting defensive. Whenever someone says that, they're trying to make it sound like the person that they're attacking has something to hide, right? Because they're getting defensive. But in reality, I've always read that and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's like if I say, hey, yeah, you're actually, you know, you've touched children before. What? No, I haven't. Whoa, dude, you're getting defensive, man. Yeah, of course he's gonna get fucking defensive. What are you talking about? You just accused him of that shit. What am I supposed to do? Not get defensive? Be very nonchalant, like, maybe, you never know. No one's gonna engage with this shit. Obviously, they're gonna get defensive and want to keep things private. This is, I think, textbook meat watching. Like, I mean, it's literally meat watching. When you're trying to accuse someone of queerbaiting, you're basically looking at their relationships and you're analyzing them, and you're literally looking for a partner that this celebrity has had. It's very fucking weird. You've got like stat track on the meat. You're like, is Billie fucking any chicks? Okay, very normal question. It's very celebrity gossipy, very like People magazine slop garbage. Though Billie has confirmed multiple times in the past that she was straight. Ask some real shit. Are you gay? Nope. Are you bisexual? No. Okay, so again, I don't know if these are fake or if they are real. I don't really know any of these, but I think either way, this means nothing, because with the fluidity of these things and how much they change and how dynamic they are, this kind of doesn't matter at all, right? Because it's like, if she says this here and she's like, no, I'm not gay, no, I'm not bisexual, but then tomorrow she's like, you know, actually I am, does that make her a hypocrite? Like, what does that mean? It obviously doesn't make her a hypocrite, because these things change. They're fluid, right? Like, they change over time, and you can't take this to mean anything when it's been updated. So it's like, you know, is this like, are they gonna, what's the argument here? That she's a hypocrite or that she's lying or something? The whole argument is that it's about like self-discovery and that these things change. So this is like, you know, last year you said you were 10 years old. This year you're saying 11. Which one is it, Billie Eilish? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, these things change. I'm not a hypocrite for saying I was 10 last year and I'm 11 this year. I gotta bring it back to the who gives a fuck sort of question, where it's like, gay or not, straight or not, the music is the music. If you like the product, you like the product. If you like what she has to offer with the lyrics and the writing and her charisma and her personality, then you like it. And if you don't, you don't. I just don't understand what her bedroom activities have in terms of an impact on your ability to, you know, enjoy the music or whatever, right? Like, artists are very fucked up. Music artists who are popular are some of the most fucked up people out there, and they make amazing art, right? I'll just bring it back to Kanye because it's so easy, right? But Kanye is a generational talent. He is a once-in-a-lifetime sort of figure, and every time I listen to his music, I have no, like, nervousness or uncertainty if I'm doing something right or not by, like, sort of indulging in this person who's made, you know, very hateful comments or whatever, because the music is just so damn good.
The thing about the red hat that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by I'm not gonna say what race, what people doctor.
So there's just no fucking way that you as a gay person are like, wait, she's not like us, no pun intended, and then you turn off the song. That's not real. That doesn't happen. Billy's style also considerably changed after her rise to fame. Before fame, she used to dress like a normal looking girl, but after fame, because she knew it was gonna benefit her career, she decided to change her whole style and started exploiting the queer community's fashion. So this is insane on so many levels. So I think the first thing is that this is how every celebrity who does music, who is like contemporary, they all kind of dress like this, right? This is a very kind of thing that is very present in the fashion music industry overlap. Like they coalesce into this, whatever this is, this vomit style. I assume this person's trying to be like an LGBT activist with this post. They inadvertently say shit that is so contradicting to what they stand for, right? They'll say like, how you dress doesn't determine your sexuality, right? Like if you are a woman and you dress masculine, well, that doesn't mean that you are gay, doesn't mean that you are straight. These things are, you know, each on their own. They're independent events, you know. Men can wear makeup, men can wear nail polish, it doesn't make you gay, whatever, right? That's sort of like these things that they stand behind. But it's like, if you're Billie Eilish now and you do this, they're like, wait, you're not gay? But you dress like this, you're not fucking gay? It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And I think the worst part of this is that Billie Eilish has proven herself to be homophobic on multiple occasions. First by dating homophobic men, or even in her own songs such as Wish You Were Gay, where being gay would make her rejection easier to accept. Okay, so this is just like a guy apparently she dated. Censor this all. I don't know what to tell you people. I mean, shocking that people who aren't in the limelight and have no stakes in this, you know, social economy where the words you say hold a lot of weight to your career, people who have no stake or investment in this economy don't give a fuck what they say because they'll tank their stocks because they don't have stocks, right? They're not worried about sponsors pulling out and stuff like that because they work in the coal mines. Now let's go to the second part where people started waking up to her, which is during her second era, aka Happier Than Ever. Okay, so people are waking up now, I guess. What we need to know is that this era was a colossal failure in terms of numbers, and that led to the year Power failed to enter. Okay, so it was apparently she wasn't doing too well, I guess, a bit of a downturn in terms of her music, no critical acclaim. But of course, Billy and Phineas had to do something quick. Gotta pause this, you know, UMG, they claim every fucking millisecond of content that anyone plays. They had to do something quick where they dropped the Lost Cause, where she's hanging out with other girls and playing games, kissing and hugging and stuff at a slumber party. Mind you, she was doing all this during Pride Month, and furthermore, in her Instagram post, she wrote, "I love girls," further strengthening people's suspicion that she's LGBTQ, to promote her music video, and after a few weeks, she was seen with her new boyfriend. Oh man. Alright, so as, you know, schizo and delusional and stalkerish and horrible as this entire thread is, as much as this thread reeks of poor mental health and like the decline of civilization as we know it, I will say, out of everything she's shown so far, this is likely the best argument I've seen so far that she's like queer baiting, right? I mean, if it's Pride Month and you laying down with some girls and you saying I love girls and then like you got a boyfriend, I would say you know what you're doing, right? Like this one, there's some plausible deniability, but is this one a little bit more queer baiting than the rest? I'd say sure, right? You know, just trying to get that Pride Month bag, which, you know, that's gotta be fat, right? You know, all these girls, these gays, they're out the wazoo buying a bunch of rainbow shit, supporting queer artists, whatever the fuck. And so, hey, I don't blame her, you know, a bag is a bag. This is the sort of thing where it's like, even if it is queer baiting, which is like, this is the only thing so far that's kind of proven anything like this, is the crime even that bad? No, it isn't. Get a fucking life, you know? People don't have legs. People are born with missing fingers. People are losing millions of dollars on crypto. It's like, who the fuck cares about queer baiting? Is this real? Do real people care about this? This can't be real. I'm looking for real, tangible shit. After the backlash, Billie came out as bisexual. Since then, she's made comments objectifying women without risking cancellation. In her song Lunch, she proudly sings, "I can eat that girl for lunch," reducing women to mere objects of sexualization. What? Billie's verse on Guess is high-key predatory. It's high-key predatory. Okay, so it's high-key predatory, sure. But y'all blinded by her usual queer baiting for commercial gain. Ever since Lost Cause controversy, she's been reducing girls to mere objects, all in effort to convince the masses that she's actually into them. Lol, Charlie is 32 and engaged, FYI. Alright, listen, this guy right here is begging for girls to reach out to him and slide into his DMs, okay? There is no fucking coincidences in this world. This fucking guy, bro, with the baggy jeans, the groomed beard, and he's sitting behind the fucking text wall like, oh, hey, look at me. I'm responsible for this empowering progressive message. No one's fucking risen you up, brother. This is what you do when you have been in the slums forever. It's either some shit like this or you're going up to a bar and you're taking home the 2 out of 10 because, listen, a 2 at 10 is a 10 at 2. That is how it works. When you're at the bar, a 2 at 10 is a 10 at 2. That's how it works. And if you don't believe me, then you don't believe me. But if you don't see this and think that there are fucking guys out there looking to get a fucking crumb of attention out there, I don't know what to tell you. It's high-key predatory. She's been reducing girls to mere objects. Listen, motherfucker, have you listened to music at all ever in the past 5 years? Go on Spotify's top songs. Shuffle a playlist of the top trending songs. What do you think they're doing? It's all about materialism, drinking, drugs, women, cars, clothes, money, and it's like in every genre, dude. It's not just like rap or pop. Like you even go to country and they're like, I'm drinking beer, I'm getting hammered, I can't drive, but I'm gonna try. And then that's how that goes. That is the music industrial complex that all these people work for. And if you can't grasp that reality, then music just isn't for you. Go listen to the fucking piano or something. Go listen to dubstep. I don't know what to tell you, you fucking worm. End of the thread. Also follow me. I'll be exposing more celebrities in the future for queerbaiting. Straight female artists who never dated a woman yet still pretend to be bisexual to exploit the LGBT community. Okay, so who we got here? Sabrina Carpenter, Hello My Queen, Ice Spice, Billie Eilish, and a bunch of Dr. Seuss characters. Okay. What even is any of this garbage? What is this garbage? Do we even know what this garbage is? She's a Miley Cyrus fan. I've noticed that too. A lot of these, like, you know, artist PvP battles that happen on Twitter, a lot of these exposings that are being done are to tarnish the reputations of other fan bases, and by doing that, boost the credit of their own fan base. So she's trying to tank the Billie Eilish stocks to get the Miley Cyrus stocks through the roof. But yeah, man, this is like what's going on now. This is what people care about. This is sort of like the things, I guess. You got fake fucking XXX shit. A lot of slop out there, man. I mean, who am I to talk? But god damn, this one's rough, dude. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.